If you want to know if your friends are actually your true friends, if you want to know whether or not your friends are fake, your friends are toxic, or if you're wondering what are some signs that your friends are actually not your friends and they're actually holding you back and preventing you from being the best version of yourself, then this video is going to give you the answer to those questions. Hi internet best friends, and welcome back to my sleeper. In today's video we're going to be talking about top 10, I think it's top 10, I hope it's top 10 signs that your friends are fake. And also I'm gonna say to take everything said in this video with a grain of salt. Take these signs into the consideration, but think about the situation yourself as well, because you know your situation best. Okay, so the number one thing that you have to look out for if you're wondering if your friends are toxic, if your friends are fake, etc., is basically, have you ever been in a situation where your friend is constantly asking you for things, whether it's advice for life, whether it's emotional support, whether it's to wear your t-shirt, or maybe they're asking for money, something in general that your friend is constantly asking for. Yes, friends help each other out, but a toxic friend is when that help is always one-sided. So if they're constantly asking you for things, but whenever you ask for something from them, they're like, oh, I'm sorry, I can't do it, or they're never there for you whenever you need them, that is a sign of a toxic friend. Now, something might happen in someone's life once, but if it's a consistent pattern, then they're probably not your real friends. The same goes for emotional support, which is something that I had with the fake friends that I've had in my life so many freaking times. Like, I remember always feeling like I'm always there for these people when they have problems in their life, when they're ranting about their boyfriend breaking up with them not feeling pretty enough, them not feeling confident enough, being bored in their life, family problems. But when I have something, the only answer I received when I would try to talk to these kind of people would be, well, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know. Okay. And I'm like, like, dude, like, you don't need to be my therapist. You don't need to give me some answer to all of my problems, but at least like be there for me, at least somehow, you know? Don't just like give me the impression that you're not even listening, because the impression that you also get with the fake friends as opposed to real friends when you talk to them about your problems is the impression that they're not really even listening to you. Like, they're gonna be even low-key annoyed, and then they're gonna give you an answer that basically shows how much they really don't care. Like the one that I used to always get that was like, well, I don't know, what do you want me to say? It is okay not to know a situation, but at least like show some emotional support, or at least give something, you know? Don't just like sit there being like, oh yeah, whatever, like while I'm talking about my shit, just like being on your phone and then be like, oh, I don't know what to say. Or straight up when like you text the group chat with your problem and they keep talking about their stuff and they literally ignore your text, which I don't know if like other people have had that happen, because I feel like that is kind of an extreme case. But I had this group chat with like some people that I considered really close friends to me, and this one time I texted with my problem and literally the issue just got ignored. They kept talking about whatever like dress the other girl bought or whatever problem the other girl had, but not about me. Like, what I sent was just like, okay, it was never even there, let's just keep on talking about our stuff. Which is another thing about fake friends, is that fake friends usually only think about themselves. They only celebrate their achievements, but when it comes to your achievements, they even kind of maybe belittle what you're doing. I had friends who knew about the fact that I did TikTok and I did YouTube, and I would never hear like anything good from them about that. I would never hear a compliment about my channel, or them being like, oh my god, congratulations on like 30,000 subscribers, which, okay, like you might not really want to like talk about it or something like that. But another girl in the friend group had a TikTok account, and when that girl made that TikTok account, the other people in the friend group would be like, oh my god, like my favorite TikToker, and like, oh my god, like I'm watching like my favorite TikToker's video, and like show her video and stuff like that. And I was like, why did I never receive that support from you guys, but she receives that support? It kind of like really shows like who they're actually genuinely friends with and who they're actually not friends with, because when it comes to me, they would even be talking behind my back about like how cringy my TikTok and my social media is, being like, who does she think she is? She's so annoying, this and that, which is another sign that if your friends talk behind your back, clear sign that they're fake friends. A real friend is not going to talk shit behind your back, which how you know that they're going to talk shit behind your back is that if they're talking shit about other people when they're with you, they're going to be talking about you when they're with other people. There are no exceptions to this, unless like maybe that happens once. But if you're hanging out with people who constantly, every single time you guys are together, they talk about someone or they make fun of someone, they're also talking trash about you behind your back, and they really have nothing going for them in their life, so they choose to talk about other people and make themselves feel better by making fun of other people. That's just how it goes. And not only will your fake friends not support what you're doing, they might also go further and extend to kind of even bring down what you're doing. If you dress in your own style, or if you're trying to express yourself, trying something new, they might give you a snarky comment. Aren't you like too big for those jeans? Or do you think that dress like really fits your figure? Or oh my god, like YouTube is so cringe, why would you even do that? Or like TikTok, like come on, what kind of loser are you? Something like that, like something that's a little bit like a snarky comment towards something that you're doing. Real friends, even if your TikTok, your YouTube, your thing is one of the cringiest things in the world, as long as it's something that makes you happy and as long as it's something that you really want to do, they're going to support you. Like, okay, they might be like, hey, like this might not be the best thing to post, but when it's like really rational and when it's like something that would actually help you, like maybe you have lipstick all over your face or something in that video and they noticed it and they're like, hey, like look, you have like lipstick here, so like maybe refilm the thumbnail. Or they notice like you accidentally like flash something in the video and they're like, oh, like dude, cut this moment out. Like something very rational, sure. But when it's like something that you love doing and those people are just like not only not supporting you, but also like going a step further to be like, oh my god, like why would you even do that? Or like giving you some snarky comment about it, they're not your real friends. Your real friends are going to support your passions, and your real friends are going to be there for you, and your real friends are going to cheer you on while you do that thing that you want to do. And actually, like even when your passion is dying out, your true friends are going to be there to reignite it, and your fake friends are going to root for it to die out because they're freaking jealous. Which, another sign, if you sense jealousy from your friends, if you sense that whenever you tell them good news they get concerned about it or they're not happy about it. Or I literally had a childhood friend who was like, I would get a new toy, right? And whenever I would be like, oh my god, like look, I have a new toy, she would be like, whatever, I'll have better. Which is so freaking stupid. Which I know we were kids, but like still, like fake friends are there even when you're a kid. And if you notice that your friend is trying to always steal the spotlight, which I had, like whenever something was going right in my life, like I remember this one time I was in the elevator with this one friend that I had, and this one guy came up and talked to me, and he was like, oh yeah, like I know who you are, like I know your Instagram and this and that, and he just like talked to me and it was really nice, and I was like pretty happy about it. Like I feel like it's kind of cool when someone just like meets you and they're like, oh yeah, like I know you and I know your Instagram. But when I walked out, this friend was like, what, you're so popular or something? And I was like, bro, like chill. If your friend is either competing with you over guys or constantly trying to steal the spotlight from you and making fun of something that you like doing, then it is most likely a sign of a fake friend. Speaking of making fun of you, one time with some of the fake friends that I had, I decided that I was going to be more healthy this year, and those people like to constantly eat fast food, constantly eat junk food. So this one time when they were like, hey, like let's go to McDonald's again, I was like, thanks, but I kind of want to eat at home. It's like my New Year's resolution to be more healthy, so you guys go and I'm okay to stay. And they gave me such a weird freaking look, and they would do that like every single time I would try to do something different from them. Or even your fake friends might do that when you have a different opinion from them. Real friends allow you to have your own opinions, they respect your opinions. Which, another one, not respecting your boundaries. Like if you say that you're not okay with a certain thing and that person keeps doing it, I don't think that even needs to be said. Like respecting your boundaries is one of the most important things. And you know how some people are like very fake nice to your face, but then they secretly hope that you fail behind your back? And this is kind of like the other side of the coin of the previous one, where they like ignore your problems problems. This other side is that that friend might give you advice that is pretty much not good for you because they're hoping to see you fail. And at the same time, if your friend constantly pushes you to do things that, one, are not okay with you, like if your friend pressures you into something, or two, are not good for you, like, oh my god, like let's skip this class, even though you're not okay with it, and they're still like, no, like come on, like don't be boring, let's skip this class and this and that and like go do this instead, or like getting bad grades, being like, oh my god, like why'd you even study so much, like you're such a nerd. I get C's all the time, like you should too. And the biggest sign of them all, if you feel more bad than good at the end of the day after hanging out with this person, or if you have some kind of gut feeling about them, you have to trust that feeling. Friendships are not supposed to drain you. Friendships are not supposed to make you feel bad. They're supposed to lift you up, help you, and make you feel better. So if you feel like you have fake friends but you don't know how to get the courage to cut those people off, then definitely check out this video right here for some tips on that. And I hope you guys like this video, and I love you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!